economy that couldn't be brighter. It's cybersecurity. There are 3 million unfilled jobs right now. We'll be talking to the leader of a global organization next on The Jeff Crilley Show.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show.
So parents, listen up. If you have a daughter in her teenage years, I urge you to push her nudgingly and lovingly into a career in technology, because the starting salaries are amazing, and there are 3 million unfilled jobs in cybersecurity. Let's talk about that now with Lynn Dohm. She is the Executive Director of Women in Cybersecurity. Lynn, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So 3 million unfilled jobs, that seems unfathomable. I mean, how is that possible?
Well, there's such a need, and the adversaries are certainly out there working hard. And when you have so much technology, when you think about all the technology that's out there and all we're doing with it and the billions of ways we're using it, and if you're using it, you're abusing it, and there's room for the adversaries to kind of swoop on in and kind of do harm in that area. So cybersecurity is one of those things that's always working under the surface, and when you don't hear about it, you know that it's working well. It's when you hear about it is when it's not working, and that's when we hear about the attacks and the breaches and so on and so forth. So,
sure. Well, you have an amazing global organization. Tell us the story. How did it all begin?
So it all started in 2014 with Dr. Amberine Siraj at Tennessee Tech University. She reached out to the National Science Foundation for some seed funding for the first ever Women in Cybersecurity conference. So what she anticipated on engaging a few hundred women in cybersecurity was actually 350 women the first year, 550 women the second year, and then it grew to 900, 1,200, and then you come up to the 2020 conference, the conference we had to cancel in 2020 due to COVID. But we were at full capacity at 1,650 attendees. So the WiCyS community just really grew organically from that point moving forward. And we found that there was a need in 2018 for us to bring year-round benefits to the Women in Cybersecurity organization. And so we became a 501c3 nonprofit. And now our mission is to recruit, retain, and advance women in cybersecurity. And we do that by creating opportunities for them.
I love it. We're going to talk more about the benefits in a minute, but we want to show a video right now.
Cybersecurity is a vital necessity to any organization or individual who uses technology, which, in today's world, represents a vast majority of the population. It is critical in ensuring our assets and experiences in the cyberspace are safe and secure. But there's a problem. We need more resources in place for securing cyberspace, and we need more people to manage these resources. The cybersecurity industry is growing at a fast pace. In the U.S. alone, there are currently over 700,000 filled cybersecurity jobs and over 290,000 available positions. Moreover, these numbers continue to increase every day. By 2021, the number of unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide will reach a surprising 3.5 million. But how can we help bring more people into cybersecurity? Numbers show that we have available workforce within the STEM industry. While 50% of the STEM workforce are women, women represent 25% of the IT workforce. And furthermore, only 11% of the cybersecurity workforce. We need more initiatives to help increase the number of professionals in cyber and, at the same time, address the underrepresentation problem in this industry. Numerous researchers have established with empirical evidence that a diverse workforce always outperforms a homogeneous workforce. Diversity is even more crucial in the cybersecurity workforce, since cybersecurity problems are complex and require to be addressed with multiple perspectives in mind. Women in Cybersecurity, aka WiCyS, is an initiative that addresses gender diversity. WiCyS helps to empower women who often feel isolated in the workplace by building a professional community that they can identify with. It does not exclude one gender group over another, but creates a more inclusive environment for the underrepresented ones. The WiCyS community brings together women who can empower each other and collectively help in recruitment, retention, and advancement of women in this field. Together, we can make a positive impact in the cybersecurity industry. Join us.
Wow. Lynn, I'm so impressed. I mean, it's a wonderful organization. Let's talk more about the benefits of becoming a member. Finding a sisterhood is important, isn't it?
Oh yes, absolutely. And even more importantly, in the cybersecurity workforce, because these women are typically working on teams that they're one of none or very few other women in their teams. And so to have a community and cultivate the community and be able to network and advance and be, and advance in your professional field with that network is really critical.
Sure, I'm sure that there have been connections and job opportunities that came from joining. We want to talk about your student chapters, and we've got a map that we're going to put up on the screen because you guys are very active on campuses. Talk about that effort.
So our student chapters, we have 114 student chapters, and they're in Canada, Costa Rica, India, Nigeria, and the United States. And our student chapters have president and vice president and secretary and treasurer, and they all work together in order to recruit into the cybersecurity pathways on their campus, and then also bring the high schools back in so that they would have awareness on the cybersecurity workforce and create activities in order to be that retention piece. So our mission is recruit, retain, and advance women in cybersecurity. That retention component is really critical, especially when it's the colleges and universities, because we not only want women to join their cybersecurity in the academia, but we want them to stick with that pathway throughout their careers.
And you have certainly got the attention of some of the largest companies on the planet. Some of your partners, we're going to put that on the screen. Look at these names. I mean, it's pretty much a who's who. Talk about why these people become your strategic partner.
So our strategic partners are the foundation of the entire organization. We wouldn't be able to have our member portal, our special interest groups, to be able to launch into our professional affiliates, to have our student chapters, to have that support, to offer the scholarships, fellowship awards, and faculty lodging grants that we do for the conference, to be even hosting the conference itself. All the things and all the opportunities that WiCyS creates is thanks to the funding of these organizations. So those companies that you put on the screen, those are the ones that came to us saying, yes, we are interested in the inclusion and diversity effort in the cybersecurity workforce, and we're going to help make opportunities happen and to secure that type of funding for you.
And I think not only is the need great, and there are just so many unfilled jobs, but cybersecurity is cool, isn't it? I mean,
well, we'd like to say so, yes.
I mean, if I was talking to a young lady in high school, I mean, you can show them some of the most popular movies on the planet deal with cybersecurity, don't they?
Right, yes, yeah. And for them to aspire to be what they don't typically see, and that's a woman in the cybersecurity field, and that's what the organization is all about. It's all about building up your portfolios, gaining new experiences, getting more opportunities, and putting yourself out there, showcasing your talent,
yes,
and be the voice of women in cybersecurity.
And everything that I'm hearing, especially out of Silicon Valley, is these companies are actively recruiting women. I mean, they can't get enough female staff members, can they?
Right, yeah. Yeah, so that's why within the WiCyS organization, we have our Job Board Plus, and our strategic partners are able to recruit from us year-round. And all our members, we have over 4,600 members, they have the opportunity to update a profile and upload their resume and be a part of that active recruiting process in the job board.
Okay, Lynn, you've been a great guest. We're almost out of time, so I'll give you a final minute to say whatever you would like to the person who might be watching. Your camera's right there on the right-hand side. What would you like to say to the young person watching right now who's considering a degree in cybersecurity?
I would just say be curious, remain curious, open-minded, go out there, explore the possibilities of cybersecurity, jump on the WiCyS website, see all the different initiatives and opportunities that lie ahead, and ask questions. Join our mentor-mentee program. That's what it's there for. It's a pathway for you to be able to explore your possibilities and, you know, just dive right in.
Outstanding. You've been an amazing guest. We're going to have you back again soon. We're going to put the website up to end this segment. It's WiCyS.org is the website. Lynn Dohm, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.